everyone, I'm Leanne. If you don't know me, if you do and you're back, thank you so much. You are my people. I love you. Today is hair day. My hair's real wet, obviously. So I'm gonna blow dry it with you and show you how I've been styling it lately. I only wash my hair like 2 or 3 times a week, and I kind of plan my whole week around when I'm gonna have time to wash my hair and when I'm gonna work out, and I try to make everything kind of line up with all that. Today, it was washing day. I washed my hair, it's all fresh, and I try to do my hair so it will last. So day one, I usually wear it straight. So I'm gonna be doing it straight. I'm gonna be doing my little 70s curtain bangs and show you how I blow dry them to look like that and look like that for a few days. I'm gonna show you how I do them. It's a full like hair care routine. I don't really know how to title this video. I don't know how to intro it, but basically it's just my blowout. It's how I style my hair when I wash it. That's not a catchy title. I'm a horrible YouTuber. I'm so sorry about the lawnmower noise outside. It always happens. You sit down to film, it's perfectly quiet, birds are chirping, you are basically Snow White, everything's going right in the world. Hit record, lawnmower. Everyone's gotta do it. So, acting fast. These bangs have got to be done. That is like the #1 rule with bangs. Get out of the shower, blow dry them. Like seriously, you can put your moisturizer on, you can do very few little baby steps, but the first thing you need to worry about is your bangs, because once they set down where they're going, you have to like completely re-wet them, which it's not like that is such a big deal, but mine are real wet right now. So I just want to jump in and show you how I do them. Look at how long they are. These are just like the 70s bangs of my dreams. Y'all don't even know how much I love them. So basically I'm just brushing my bangs forward, and then I'm bringing everything back and getting it out of the way. I cannot see you right now. Hello. Now I have my hair dryer, and I'm gonna blow dry my hair this way, this way, this way, this way, and just switch directions, just sweeping it with my hand and then sweeping it with the brush a little bit. And you just wanna do this for a little bit until it's like 50% dry. All right, now I'm just brushing them out and parting them down the middle. Now I'm gonna work on each side individually to give it that shape where it kind of floats backwards. Not like full on Farrah Fawcett, but in that category for sure. I'm gonna grab my round brush and get going. I wrap the hair around, bring it forward down towards my forehead, and then back and up. Down, wrap, up, and back. If it's getting too wild, you want to kind of just pull it downward like that. I don't know if you can hear me, I'm sorry. And to really set it, you can go in with a little bit of cold air now. And there you go. We've got some shape. We've got kind of like a little bit of an S. Okay, now we're moving on to the other side. All right, do you all see this shape? It just comes out of nowhere. Honestly, it's all about how you hold the round brush and how you direction it down and forward and then up and back and release it like that. So time to deal with the rest of my hair. The rest of my hair is definitely damp, but it's not like fresh out of the shower wet, you know? A lot of times I will go and do my makeup while my hair kind of air dries for a little while. But today, since I already have my makeup done for you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and blow dry it from this point. And all I'm gonna do is flip my head over and just rough dry it with this. But I don't dry it all the way. You'll see why when I'm ready. This is so weird. All right, so I really only blow dried my hair for a couple of minutes, and it's kind of dry, it's kind of wet, but it could definitely be more dry. I'm pausing for a second before I go on to the next step because I have to tell you about a product that I forgot to include in the beginning. After I take a shower, before I brush out my hair, I always use this product. It is a lifesaver. It's called OI All-in-One Milk. I have really tangly hair, and it can take me ages to brush it out, and I hate it. It's so frustrating. It's color treated, it's long, and it's fine. It's like the perfect storm, and the tangles are a mess. This has changed everything. It's actually a heat protectant plus detangler, so it's a 2-in-1. It's amazing. I had to tell you, I couldn't forget to tell you, because this is very important. I don't spray it at all like up near my roots, because that can get it more greasy faster, I find. So I really focus it down more in the length of my hair, and I just love it. I could not forget it. Moving on, next step, I'm going in with my Revlon One Styler, Blow Dry Styler. I can't remember the official name of this thing, but you've probably seen it around. It's great. It's amazing. People say it's like the dupe for the Dyson Airwrap. I did a whole video about the Dyson Airwrap, and so many people mentioned this, and that's why I got it. Thank you so much for the recommendation. I've been using it ever since, and I sent back the Dyson. Anyway, I will say this one does not do the same thing as the Dyson. This thing does not curl my hair, but I really like how it blow dries it. It gives a straight look, but with volume, and you'll see what that looks like. But I don't really like to go in with this thing straight out with my really, really wet hair. I feel like that creates more work for you. So you just rough dry with the regular blow dryer and then go in with this, and it gives a really nice, beautiful, straight look without having to like round brush every section of your hair. You know what I mean? Gotta plug this dude in. This thing is really cool. You've got a couple different settings down here. You have a cool, low, and high. I will say this thing, I do not think it is as healthy for your hair as the Dyson Airwrap. This thing gets really, really, really hot, and I feel like you should be careful with it. And if you can get away with just using the low setting, I would, but it's good. It is as good as people say, and it's definitely way, 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 way less expensive than the Dyson Airwrap, so it's worth checking out. And basically for this, I just flip my head over again and blow dry through my hair. It's not any kind of like precise method at all, but you'll see it looks good. Really, I just like to avoid round brushing my whole head. That is so much work, and this is my shortcut. I look so weird. All right, I don't really know how helpful this angle is, but hopefully you're able to see what's going on. Okay, it's getting hot in here. Before I flip my head back over, just to kind of try to like seal in that volume, I switch to the cool setting, and I just go through my hair once again and try to let it cool down a little bit. Woo! Do you see this? Okay, now you can see after I use the Revlon dryer, it's really straight and really nice, and it's easy. I basically just go through completely rough, like it's just basically a brush, and it gives you nice volume and it straightens out your hair. Like, I have to say, obviously, I have pretty straight hair, mostly like, I don't know, 90% straight hair, but it will get wavy if I don't keep an eye on it. And this thing is so, so helpful. So here I am, and my hair is still just like the tiniest bit damp, but what I like to do next is grab a little texture spray. You can use this one. It's the Orbe Dry Texturizing Spray. I love this one. It's amazing, but it's expensive and that hurts. But I can tell you, I've tried a bunch of different ones and it's worth it. It is just so good. I also have this Kristen S Dry Finish Working Texture Spray. So a lot of people compare these two and they say the Kristen S is a dupe that's less expensive. To me, it's not a dupe. However, you do get good results. So I kind of use them in combination. If you don't want to spend the money, go for this one. Anyway, so I grab my texture spray. This one is like almost gone, so I might have to go to the Kristen S. And I go around the crown of my head and I add some in. Then with that section still in my hand, I grab my Revlon dryer and I go through kind of like it's a round brush, and it does magical things for my volume. I switch the dryer to cool at the end, but if I have time, I continue to kind of hold it up a little bit to let that heat come out and kind of have it set in the up position, kind of up and forward. All right, letting it go. And you can see it gives you a little bit of extra bounce. You might not be able to see it, but I can see it. It matters to me. And then next I go on either side of my part, grab sections, add a little texture spray, blow dry a little bit, and that finishes off the blow drying and also adds some really nice volume that stays. we're almost done. I'm just getting my hair nice and brushed out. You can see the ends. I probably am in need of a trim right now, but it looks pretty good. And now we're gonna add a little more volume. Sadly, my Orbe can is completely dead just in time for this video. I actually have a little travel size, but I'm not gonna bust that one out. We'll just go to the Kristen S, which is a really good option. It gives you the good texture, it gives great volume. It just doesn't feel as clean. You know what I mean? You might not. So I really try not to go overboard with teasing and texture spray and stuff when I'm wearing my hair straight, just because I feel like, yes, I'm doing like a 70s look, but I don't want to like do like a costume look. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to keep it a little more modern, a little more sleek, but at the same time, you know, these are the bangs. I've got it real long, parted down the middle. Like that's what I'm going for. So I'm just doing a couple sections in the back, spraying a bit of the Kristen S and going in with a teasing brush, just lightly, nothing crazy. And then I smooth over. And that just gives me a little bit of oomph in the back. Forgive me, I cannot see it right now. I don't have a mirror to like spin around and look at it, but let's be real, I don't usually do that anyway. Like if it looks good from the front, I'm happy, because really, who's staring at the back of my head? If you are, stop, that's weird. Anyway, I just continue that same process, exact same thing, totally boring, on both sides around my part. I do a little bit of teasing in the bangs, but not too much. But really, it's the texture spray that does it all. Otherwise, my hair would be like flat, boring, horrible. Oh, I have to mention this. When I'm wearing my hair straight, I don't use my little Crimp Crimp. If you watch that video, you know what I'm talking about. I tested out a few tools where they're like almost like mini crimpers, where you go in under the top layers of your hair and add volume by crimping it. It sounds crazy, but it works. I don't use that when I wear my hair straight. I like to go in with that more whenever I'm wearing my hair curly, because I feel like I can get away with a bigger hair in general. So when I'm just wearing it straight, I feel like I've already spent enough time on my hair, blow drying it and all that, and I don't want to go in with the little Crimp Crimp or curling my hair and all that. I will spend time on my makeup, not on my hair. Makes no sense. All right, there we go. We got a little more oomph. We got a little more like 70s flair coming in. The other thing I really like to do for this front section is a little more texture spray, and I literally just go like this. I just like shoot it at the ends and let it do whatever it wants. And it kind of just gives the end of the bang that little personality. This applies to like no one, but just in case you have these bangs or if you want these bangs, this is how you can do it. Oh, that got a little crazy. Just shoot it right into the bangs. And it does something, you know, like, oh, hello. All right, there we go. That's what I like to see. So like, I always looked at people's hair and I wondered, how are you getting your bangs to do that? How do you have that volume? How do you have it like going away from your face like that? And this is the trick. It's texture spray. It's the hair dryer, but mostly I feel like it's texture spray. Like it makes such a huge difference. Did you guys see Hilary Duff post that picture that she got these bangs and her hair was like voluminous and gorgeous and like complete bombshell? Oh, that is the hair of my dreams. Obviously, I'm trying. I'm like the generic version, but I'm trying. This is what I'm working with. Sometimes I curl it the next day. Sometimes I don't curl it and I just wear it straight for the next few days until I have to wash it again. But basically, all I have to do is like zhuzh it up a little bit in the top. When you have that much texture spray, you're basically good on volume. You might want to add a little bit more, but you also might just want to use a little bit of dry shampoo. Of course, I have Batiste. I've been using Batiste for years. It's inexpensive. They now have this volumizing version, which is also good. I've also been using the Dry Bar Triple Sec. It's a 3-in-1 texturize, amplify, and refresh dry shampoo. Also good, but it also feels heavier in my hair, but it's more of like a heavy duty situation. Dry shampoo is my life. This is it. So going forward, do you guys want to see a video on how I do my waves, how I curl my hair? Because I'd totally be happy to do that. I was thinking about doing that in this video, but I didn't want to make it too long and I'm already making it way too long. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will link all the products down in the description in case you're curious. Don't forget to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the bell for notifications so you can know every time I upload. You can also find me on social media. I always let you guys know over there too. It's LeighAnnSays everywhere. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye everyone. Long, treacherous road, treacherous. So in case you're curious, when you have that much texture spray in it, all you have to do is like a little bit of this and you look like, I don't know, what does this look like? Assess the situation. And of course they start doing landscaping. Why?